In coming back to the United States, me and Andy stubbed our toes against a little town in Texas on the bank of the Rio Grande. The name of it was Bird City, but it wasn't. The town had about 2,000 inhabitants, mostly men. I figured out that their principal means of existence was in living close to tall chaparral. Some of them were stockmen, and some gamblers, and some horse speculators, and plenty were in the smuggling line. Me and Andy put up at a hotel that was built like something between a roof garden and a sectional bookcase. It began to rain the day we got there. As the saying is, Juniper Aquarius was sure turning on the water plugs on Mount Amphibious. Now, there were 3 saloons in Bird City, though neither Andy nor me drank, but we could see the townspeople making a triangular procession from one to another all day and half the night. Everybody seemed to know what to do with as much money as they had. The 3rd day of the rain it slacked up a while in the afternoon, so me and Andy walked out to the edge of town to view the mudscape. Bird City was built between the Rio Grande and a deep, wide arroyo that used to be the old bed of the river. The bank between the stream and its old bed was cracking and giving away when we saw it, on account of the high water caused by the rain. Andy looks at it a long time. That man's intellects was never idle. And then he unfolds to me an instantaneous idea that has occurred to him. Right there was organized a trust, and we walked back into town and put it on the market. First we went to the main saloon in Bird City called the Blue Snake, and bought it. It cost us $1,200. And then we dropped in, casual, at Mexican Joe's place, referred to the rain, and bought him out for $500. The other one came easy at $400. The next morning Bird City woke up and found itself an island. The river had busted through its old channel, and the town was surrounded by roaring torrents. The rain was still raining, and there was heavy clouds in the northwest that presaged about 6 more mean annual rainfalls during the next 2 weeks. But the worst was yet to come. Bird City hopped out of its nest, waggled its pin feathers, and strolled out for its matutinal toot. Lo, Mexican Joe's place was closed, and likewise the other little doby life-saving station. So, naturally, the body politic emits thirsty ejaculations of surprise, and ports hellum for the Blue Snake. And what does it find there? Behind one end of the bar sits Jefferson Peters, octopus, with a 6-shooter on each side of him, ready to make change, or corpses, as the case may be. There are 3 bartenders, and on the wall is a 10-foot sign reading, "All drinks $1." Andy sits on the safe in his neat blue suit and gold-banded cigar, on the lookout for emergencies. The town marshal is there with 2 deputies to keep order, having been promised free drinks by the trust. Well, sir, it took Bird City just 10 minutes to realize that it was in a cage. We expected trouble, but there wasn't any. The citizens saw that we had 'em. The nearest railroad was 30 miles away, and it would be 2 weeks at least before the river would be fordable. So they began to cuss, amiable, and throw down dollars on the bar till it sounded like a selection on the xylophone. There was about 1,500 grown-up adults in Bird City that had arrived at years of indiscretion, and the majority of them required from 3 to 20 drinks a day to make life endurable. The Blue Snake was the only place where they could get 'em, till the flood subsided. It was beautiful and simple, as all truly great swindles are.